Preparing the ceiling now is semi-dry, and we're gonna have a lot of little corrections to do. In this case, I'm using a 20-minute set plaster. This is you have to mix it in small amounts. They come in bags, a 20-minute setup. You know, they have like 40 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever. But we had a big problem over here. I took the old paper tape and replaced it for a regular fiberglass mesh tape, and I'm applying this a few coats. Now, the cool thing about it is that when you mix it in small amounts and you apply it in small amounts, you can actually, I would say, like sculpt this material any way you want, because I mean, it gets so dry so quick that you can, you know, play with the surface until you get the you know, a nice and smooth finish like you're seeing. I mean, it was a mess a moment ago, and this allows you to kind of speed up a little bit the process. Now, for the other one, I'm going to use regular drywall compound that comes mixed in buckets. But in these cases, I mean, you want to have something that can give you a little bit of help as far as doing your project, because the drywall compound will dry quicker in a thin layer, not in a thick layer like this one. So I'm combining the two materials for two different purposes and in different places. And that's a suggestion that I give you if you're a contractor or you want to do this through your house. I mean, you want to finish fast, you know? With your popcorn ceiling removal, in this case, in this type of project, I'm going to dedicate this clip to teach you either you're making or renewing the popcorn ceiling and removing the popcorn ceiling or just cleaning your ceiling. But in this case, the ceiling was repaired, was corrected. You know, there were little scratches here and there, so they were partially corrected. And now we have to continue with the painting. Now, the painting process would involve some sanding. You know, this is a nice sandpaper. It's kind of, you know, like a sponge, really cool. You can use different kinds of sandpaper. Obviously, use a respiratory mask. Very, very important. You don't want to get sick really quick. Good primer, good paint. That one will help you cover all the stains and all this stuff. You know, get some good quality stuff so you can do it over the most. You know, roller covers, roller applicators, obviously spray. Some water if you need to put in some stuff. Nice brushes. You know, just little cleaning stuff around. And here's one important thing that I want to show you. That fan over there is a really cheap fan, but it helps you to remove all the air out of the house. Make sure that you have air coming from somewhere. In other words, you want to have a window open in the other side of the house so the air can flow away. Just a little bit, but so the air can flow away. So all the dust will come that way. If you don't do that, dust will be everywhere and you will be frustrated. So I recommend you to do that stuff. And I'll show you in a moment some clips of how to do the painting, okay? Okay, we have an expression in Colombia when you get this dusty. It's like we said that we look like a cockroach from a bakery, and because of the amount of dust. Anyway, I mean, these masks cover you really, I mean, they protect you really, really well. I encourage you to use them. But now we're in the process of painting over the ceiling. I'm using the primer, the base coat, and to avoid frustration, I'm going to teach you how I do this process a little bit faster. See, a lot of people have the idea of getting just a little bit of paint and applying it over there and going back and forth. Well, that doesn't work too much, especially when you're trying to make some money. What you want to do, or just to kind of speed up the project, you know, so you don't get frustrated. What you want to do is get some good amount of paint, apply it on the ceiling, all right? Go back again to the tray, get some more paint, Go back over there, no matter how you put it, as long as it doesn't drip back down. Right. Go back again over here, and then get a little bit more, and apply once again. Now, what is the idea behind this? See, when you find like little traces of freaking paint like this, you just get it back there, take it out, move on. So, see, the idea is that when you have the surface with a lot of paint that is thick, you can start going back and forth without touching the tray, and just going back and forth and thinning all the paint that you already applied. So just, that's why you don't need to be like so careful when you're just bringing the paint all the way to the surface. See, again, when you find little problems like this, just grab it with your roller, bring it back down, and remove them, and continue. So that's how you actually, advance on your project way faster than just kind of doing it in a conventional way. I mean, a lot of people will do it that way, but I'm just letting you know the technique that I use, okay? Okay, now we are in the process of painting the ceiling. We went through with the primer already, and I'm gonna give you a little technique of how to finish up with the ceiling paint. So now, we already went all around the perimeter, and you just kind of cut with the paint, meaning that we went close to the edge. We painted the walls as well, so we just went over a little bit, and then you can come and trace it. Don't waste too much time trying to trace one and the other one. If you're gonna paint one, just kind of go over with the lighter color, then you come back and paint with the darker color, like in that case you can see there's a little edge over there. So to advance, to go a little more efficiently on your ceilings, what you want to do is you want to take a good amount of paint on your rollers and spread the paint to begin with. That's it. Just put it over there, make sure that it doesn't drip, get some more, and put it back again on the side. And you, like me, put a third one right there. So what is going to happen is that you're going to waste less time coming back to the tray because you already have a lot of paint to work with. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread the paint. I already have a section that I'm kind of following through, so I know where I was starting and all the stuff. So you can notice I already have paint on the surface. And with the paint on the surface, you can just kind of stay here and dedicate one time paint instead of going back and forth. You will be able to control all the thicknesses. Then you come back and start just kind of thinning the paint. I have a little bit of some little paint, dry paint chips over here, so you just kind of clean them up. You're gonna get dirty, you can see. But anyway, then you start coming back and just correcting all the little veins that you had, the thicker sections of paint, and you come back softer. And that's how you move on, okay? That's how you actually paint the ceilings.